Hi guys, I'm tuh-KAH-ruh. Welcome back to my channel. As you guys saw in the title, I am going to be doing a fragrance empties video today. And I have other empties as well, but I went ahead and separated it into two videos because I have quite a lot here already. There's quite a bit of other empties as well. I didn't want to combine them all in one video and give y'all like one super long video. And I know some people only care about fragrance and don't care about like my hygiene empties and body care and that type of thing. So I'll just do that in a separate video for those of you who do actually care about that type of thing. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the fragrances that I've used up perfume wise, and then also I have candles as well, because within this past year or so, probably longer actually, I've been like super into candles, like to the point to where I burn them several times a week. So I've been going through candles pretty quickly here as well. So I have some candles from Bath & Body Works that I've used up as well that I want to show to you guys. So I'm going to start with my perfume empties because again, I'm sure some of you only care about that. So I'll start with this one. Now I did mention in my last haul video, I think the first part, that I went through this already in the rollerball, and then I picked up a full-size bottle of it because I really enjoyed it. So that answers the question as to whether or not I would repurchase. I already have. So the fragrance I'm talking about is by Skyler, and this is Boardwalk Delight. That's what it looks like. And when I purchased this, the only thing they had available for sale was the rollerball, but they do have a full size out now. So that is great for us girlies who like the spray. I was really excited about that myself. So I'm not gonna go too much into detail about this because I explained how it smelled in my previous video. But as it states, the key notes are pure vanilla, cotton candy, and coconut milk. And just like I mentioned in my previous video, it smells the same to me. It smells like you're walking an oceanside boardwalk with your vanilla ice cream cone, and the ice cream was made with coconut milk instead of regular milk, and your pink and blue cotton candy. So you have like that sandy ocean breeze in the air, and then you smell also the cotton candy and the vanilla ice cream. It really captures the scent of a boardwalk delight perfectly, in my opinion, as well as just the atmosphere. So I love it, and I do still have the box for this one. The other ones I do not. Well, I probably do, but I didn't put them back in their boxes. It wasn't necessary. Next is one that you guys knew that I loved, but I don't think you've seen it in a while. Probably because I haven't been doing that many fragrance videos. But the fragrance I'm talking about here is by Lancome, and this is Nuit Tresor Nude. Literally the prettiest of the diamonds in my opinion. But I finally finished it up. I've had this one like super low for a long time. Like it's been literally like a little corner in there that I've been savoring for the longest. And I finally went ahead and used it because I knew I was gonna be doing this video. So I was like, might as well go ahead and use it up, and if I want to repurchase, I'll do that. I will say though, and I don't know if it's because it's been sitting a minute, but when I last wore it, there was a sharpness, and it was like a citrus like sharpness. So I believe there's a bergamot note in the opening, but when I wore it, it was kind of pulling off kind of sharp on my skin, and it reminded me of like that sharp citrusy note that I got in Lancome Idole Aura, I believe, because I had purchased that one, tried it out, and that bergamot note, I think that has a bergamot note as well. I could be wrong. It's some type of citrus. But that sharpness in that fragrance literally annoyed me. So I decluttered it, and I kind of picked it up in this one recently. Like I said, it could have just been because I just had that corner that had been sitting there for a good while. So it could have just like matured over time and like slightly changed the fragrance, but it still has that yummy, creamy, sweet, like coconut cream scent as well. And that was my favorite part of the fragrance. So I will say that bergamot note has me a little hesitant to buy a backup of this. So I don't know that I will. Probably not this year since summer is almost over anyway. And I usually wear this during like spring, summertime. So maybe next year. You guys may see it again next year. We'll see. And since I just spoke about a Lancome fragrance, I'm gonna do the other one that I have here. So the other Lancome fragrance I have here is another diamond, and this is the OG Diamond. So this is La Nuit Tresor, the original EDP. I finished this a while ago, and I feel like it was like just after I had did a fragrance empties already, so it missed that video. But I told you guys in my haul video I just did that I had finished this one up, and then I got fragrance oil that I'm using as my replacement in the meantime. So I don't plan to pick this up until after I use that at the very least, probably. And this is one that I feel like fits a certain occasion, so it's not a fragrance that I just reach for all the time on a daily basis. I feel like this is a sexy scent, and I feel like it's more nighttime appropriate, at least for me and my personal preference, because of how sexy it is. Or you could wear it, I feel like, on like a super cold day in the daytime. But like I mentioned, it's like a smoky gourmand. So think like your sweet caramel, creamy vanilla with a hint of fruitiness, and it's like strawberry fruitiness to be exact. The strawberry note here, there's like a sweet, like jammy strawberry note in my opinion. And then it has like a smoky aspect, which I feel lends to the sexiness of the fragrance that comes from the incense note. So it's a very unique fragrance. I've still yet to smell anything like it besides this itself, and I do still really enjoy this fragrance. So the next empty I have here is by Giorgio Armani, and this is Sea Fiori, one that you guys again know I loved, and I do still really enjoy this fragrance. I do not need to pick up another one of these right now because I already had a backup of it, but I feel like that's kind of low too. The backup I have is a 50 ml bottle, and I'm pretty sure I'm like down here, but I still feel the same way about this fragrance as well. So what I mostly pick up here is like a powdery bubblegum scent, similar to like Hubba Bubba bubblegum tape or like Bazooka bubblegum. You know how they have like that powdery dusting on them? That's how that bubblegum scent that I get here smells. And there's also like a buttery creamy vanilla scent that I get as well. So yeah, think bubblegum and buttery creamy vanilla. Might sound strange, but it works perfectly. I feel like this is one that can be worn year round because of both of those aspects. It's not overly sweet because of the floral notes that's in this. I feel like that keeps it tempered. That's probably where the powderiness I'm getting is coming from as well. And after I finish my backup bottle, I'm sure I'll be purchasing another bottle of this. Next, I have a fragrance from Philosophy, and this is their Fresh Cream scent. Just the original Fresh Cream scent. I did not wear this out, I don't believe, like ever. I use this as like a bedtime scent. But yeah, to me, this kind of smelled like, I'm trying to make sure before I say this. This smelled to me like Lucky Charms and powdered milk. Like the Lucky Charm marshmallows to be exact, and powdered milk. That's the best I can describe it because it's sweet, but like lactonic and powdery at the same time. Not like that traditional like fluffy marshmallow scent. It reminds me of like the crunchy, like overly sweet marshmallows that are in Lucky Charms. Y'all, if you've had Lucky Charms, then you probably you understand what I'm saying. But I really like wearing this to bed. I don't feel like it has the best performance. I feel like I get maybe a good 4 hours of wear from this, because when I spray it on for bed, I don't smell it when I wake up in the morning typically. I will say over time the performance got a little bit better, not amazingly, but I don't know why I never just reached for this to wear out. I guess because I have like other gourmand fragrances that I prefer, but I really did enjoy this as a nighttime fragrance. I found it to be like comforting and just relaxing, which is what I look for in a fragrance that I'm wearing to bed. So I don't know if I would repurchase this. I'm sure I probably won't be repurchasing it anytime soon at the very least, but if they have a good deal, maybe. I just feel weird about buying a fragrance that I'm gonna only be wearing to bed. I could just wear one of my fragrances that I wear outside as well to bed as well, you know. All right, next I have a fragrance from KAH-ruh, and this is KAH-ruh Love Fest Burning Cherry 48. It's a 50 ml. I went through this one pretty quickly. KAH-ruh is one brand that I noticed a lot of the time that I end up, if I really like the fragrance, I'll go through it pretty fast. but being that I went through it so fast, I already have a backup of it. And I ended up buying the 100 ml. So I don't need to re-up on this one anytime soon. But I think I talked about this one in the video. I can't recall, but it's literally like that tart, but still juicy, like black cherry scent. It's kind of similar to the cherry liqueur note that is in Tom Ford. So that's why I feel like people compare the two. But this isn't an exact like dupe for the Tom Ford. It's just that cherry note is kind of similar. So if you like the cherry note in Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, then you'll probably like the cherry note here as well. But the difference comes in for me in this one with the wittiness of this fragrance. There's a prominent wittiness as well, and I feel like that's the burning aspect of the fragrance, because there's like a, I think it's Palo Santo. I don't know exactly how that smells, but the wittiness here smells like smooth, like freshly like sawed and like sanded wood. Not necessarily burning though to me, so maybe not burning, but like when I think wood, you think burning. It doesn't smell like smoky necessarily to me. It smells like you took like that like smooth, freshly sanded wood plank and soaked it in like black cherry liqueur, and then you get this. So if you like woody, fruity scents, then I think you would enjoy this fragrance. And since I just talked about the Cali fragrance, I'm gonna talk about the other one that I have here, this Empty. And this is Cali Yum Pistachio Gelato 33. And I believe in my review for this fragrance, I told you guys that I was probably gonna end up getting the 100 ml bottle, and I did. This is another one that I ran through relatively quickly when I first got it, and I even have like a really big dent in my 100 ml bottle. This is another one I really enjoyed for the hot weather that we're experiencing, but I wore this one more so in the springtime. And I'm still wearing it now, but like I've been alternating with the other two fragrances that I told you guys I've been literally loving during the summertime. I do feel like this works for like the summer heat as well though, because I don't feel like it's an overly sweet fragrance. This is like a fresh gourmand, and I believe I said that in my review video. So if you like more light, airy gourmands, then I think you would enjoy this one. This one is unique. So I know some people say they didn't smell the pistachio gelato note. I did. But I feel like it was more prominent as it dried down. Because the dry down is where I feel like it got a little bit sweeter. And it almost smelled like, you could smell like the cotton candy, but like how the cotton candy note is in like pink sugar, because it smelled almost like burnt sugar in a sense. And the pistachio gelato note is just like refreshing. And I feel like that keeps this more of like a cool gourmand as well, as opposed to like a warm scent. Because it's like that, I think it has like that smell to taste technology is what they called it. And you know how a gelato is typically like cool and refreshing. That's the vibe that you would get in this fragrance as well. There's also something more recently that I've picked up that smells a bit like fizzy in a sense. And I believe I saw Denise Adore describe this as smelling like a pistachio gelato float. And I think that is like so accurate, especially based on how the opening is to me. So it smells kind of like you have pistachio gelato and you pour some Sprite on it, because the opening there is a prominent, like, or at least a noticeable, I should say, citrus note. It smells like bergamot to me. I can't recall if it is or not, because it's like bergamot to me smells like kind of like a spicy lime. So that's kind of what it smells like to me. And you know, Sprite is like a lemon lime soda. And then you pour it over pistachio gelato, you would get like a refreshing lemon lime pistachio sweet creamy milky float-esque drink. And I think that is so accurate to describe this, especially how it smells from the opening into the mid. But there is the freshness in this also kind of pulls a little clean sometimes as well. I find a little bit like baby wipe, but in the best way possible. And if, of course, in the heat, you want to smell clean, because typically in the heat is when you smell BO quite often. So you don't want to be a part of that crew. So I love this fragrance. I do. And I do see myself continuing to repurchase it over and over again. I've yet to get tired of it. And the last perfume empty that I have here is from Versace. And this is Versace Dylan Blue. I've been out of this one for a while as well. And it's another one I had a little corner that I was savoring, but I eventually went ahead and used it up. I believe at one point I told y'all that I didn't like wearing this fragrance by itself, because I can't remember why. Like I think the underlying cleanness of it kind of annoyed me back then, but more recently I really enjoyed it, and I definitely see myself buying it again. I have not yet, and again, summer is basically gone, so it probably won't be until like next year when I repurchase it, but I do really like this, and I do still like that combo with Fancy by Jessica Simpson. If you have both of them, definitely try it. It's definitely giving like caramel apple for sure. But yeah, this is like a fresh, fruity, shampoo-y apple scent. But then as it dries down, it has almost like this like laundry detergent musk. So it goes from smelling like a fresh, fruity apple shampoo, green apple shampoo to be exact, to like a fresh, fruity green apple laundry detergent in the dry down. So if you like smelling clean and fruity, then I think that this is a good one to go with. All right, so now we are moving into the candles, and I have a whole lot of them that I've went through. So I'm gonna try to go through them pretty fast. I've never watched any candle reviews, honestly, unless they were like a combo. So I don't know exactly how people review candles. I think they just discuss like the throw and the scent. If not, that's what I'm giving y'all today. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. Also, don't judge my jars, okay? The first one I pulled out has a bunch of soot around it. I am not the best about trimming my wicks. I will be honest about that. Don't come for me. Okay, sometimes I'm just too lazy to do it, and I'm gonna be honest about that. Okay. So the first one I have here is Salted Butterscotch. I think I have another one, at least one more. Yeah. So I have two of those. So the notes on this one are brown sugar, sweet cream, and sea salt. On cold, I really love how it smells. To me, on cold, it does smell like the title implies, salted butterscotch. I picked this one up in the 3-wick because I tried it in the single wick, I think last year. I bought it on sale and I just was obsessed with it. I feel like on cold, it smelled like salted butterscotch, and in the air, it smelled like that buttery, sweet butterscotch scent. Y'all know what butterscotch smells like. I don't know how else to describe butterscotch besides butterscotch, but I love how butterscotch smells. So I was obsessed with that one. So when I saw it in the 3-wick, I had to pick it up, and I feel like it smells different. If you've had the single wick of this fragrance and also the 3-wick, let me know in the comments if they smell different to you too. When you burn this one, I feel like it smells more like a boozy, like caramel scent in a sense, because it doesn't smell as like sweet and buttery and like vanillic as like the single wick one did to me, and in my opinion. So I don't know, I'll say I was a little disappointed with this one once I burned it, but I bought two at the same time because I remembered how much I loved it in the single wick. I do think I still would buy it again because I do like the scent. I just don't love it as much as I did in the single wick. So maybe this will be one that I would just purchase in the single wick exclusively. It could be a case of Bath & Body Works changing the ingredients that they use for this scent. So I don't know. But it does have really good throw. In my opinion, I feel like the throw is good enough to fill a medium-sized room. Maybe not like a super large room, but it does a good job of filling a medium-sized room. And another thing I want to mention, I have a lot of sweet candles. I used to not like sweet candles. Isn't that crazy? I used to only burn like the masculine scents, and I really love those. I don't really buy them anymore, but I used to love those so much. Like mahogany teakwood, that was my girl there, or my guy I should say. But more recently I've been into more sweet scents, and I am probably one of those rare people that will burn a sweet candle year-round because it's always fall in my house. So yeah, I just find sweet scents comforting, and I feel like Bath & Body Works does a really good job with their sweet scents to where they're not like overly sweet or overpowering or nauseating majority of the time. Sometimes they can be a little bit, but most times they aren't. And this one I feel is special while it's burning. It's not like a super sweet scent because of like that boozy aspect that I pick up. That's not illicit. Probably coming from the brown sugar note though. It could just be how, I got soot all over my fingers. But that could just be how Bath & Body Works interprets a brown sugar note. And I noticed that sometimes with caramel, it comes off like that in their products as well. Kind of like some of their fragrance mists and lotions, like Christmas cookies, for instance. I didn't really care for that one either. And I feel like that's kind of what it smells like in the air. Like that caramel note that's in it, or whatever note that is that smells like that. But I just found it overpowering in that here it just kind of, it's a little off-putting, but not horribly so. But I do have other candles that I think I much prefer to this one, at least in the 3 week. I'm not gonna talk too much about the other ones because I feel like I talk way too much about that. So the next one is Pink Lavender and Espresso. And like I said, they're typically true to name. So the notes in this one are rich pink lavender, caramel espresso beans, and smooth vanilla. Now I've never smelled pink lavender or ever seen it listed as a note, but I feel like the lavender here isn't overly aromatic. So it doesn't take over the fragrance. I feel like it just adds like an aromatic quality to like that coffee scent that you get. And it's like a freshly brewed coffee. I don't smell any caramel. The vanilla maybe. There's a bit of sweetness that keeps it from being like straight up fresh coffee and lavender. So I guess it's coming from either the caramel espresso beans or the smooth vanilla notes. But this one I felt was very like relaxing and like kind of like a stress reliever, and I think that comes from that lavender note that's in it. Great throw. Well, is it great? I say it's similar to like the salted butterscotch in where it'll like fill a medium-sized room, maybe not like more so like a large space. And I should probably note that my apartment has high ceilings. So if a candle does a good job of filling up a large space in my apartment, like my living room for instance, then it has amazing throw. And I say, since they still fill up like a bedroom space with ease, that they do have a really good throw as well in my apartment. But yeah, I do like this one. I didn't really love it, so I don't know that I would repurchase it. Probably not, at least not anytime soon. I really like trying new scents too. So a lot of the time I don't really buy like repeat candles unless I just really enjoy them or I need candles and there aren't any new scents out for me to try. All right, so next here I have Vanilla Bean by Bath and Body Works. And all of these are from Bath and Body Works, so I'm gonna stop saying that. But the notes on this one are aromatic ascar, vanilla, homemade marshmallow, and nutmeg. First and foremost, I don't smell nutmeg. I smell the vanilla and the marshmallow. It's like a fluffy, sweet but not overly vanilla scent, akin to like marshmallows, but without the powderiness because it doesn't smell powdery to me. I really love how this smells, but I will say this one doesn't have the best throw in my opinion. It, in my apartment, has enough throw to like fill my bathroom space. And if I leave it lit long enough and like close the doors in my bedroom, I can smell it. But it doesn't even come close to filling up my living room space. But I do really like the scent. I just wish that it projected more. I would love for them to make an intense version of this scent because it's just a nice, comforting, sweet, fluffy vanilla scent. And I love vanilla, so I love the scent of it. But yeah, Bath and Body Works, give us an intense version of this and I will be one happy girl. So next I have Summer Boardwalk. And y'all, I ignored this one for the longest time and I don't know why. I don't know why. The name didn't just pull me in. So not until this year did I actually click on it and look at the notes. And I'm like, whoa, hold up. That sounds like I would really love it. And I'd say this smells very true to the notes that are in it. So the notes are caramel glazed popcorn, warm taffy apples, and salty sweet cream. I smell all of those at different points of the fragrance. I feel like sometimes when it's lit, you'll get that taffy apple scent, and it kind of comes off to my nose as like a candied apple scent. But the whole time you still get that salty sweet cream scent in the popcorn because it smells like vanilla drizzled caramel corn and like fresh candied apples in the air to me. And Summer Boardwalk, it makes sense that it smells like that, but I really love this one. Amazing throw. It is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. And it's just like a nice, fresh, but still like yummy scent. And I really enjoyed this one. Some people, if you're not someone like me who likes like burning sweet scents all year round, it may be like more fall time appropriate scent wise, like in the air. But like I said, I burn this year round and I wish that they kept it year round, honestly, on their site, because I would keep buying it and buying it and buying it. This one is one that I will repurchase, and I think I have, but I can't see it right now. I'll let y'all know if I come across it. This one I say smells in the air as it does on cold for the most part. I feel like it's a little sweeter in the air, and you pick up more of the like caramel corn and the salty sweet cream up in the air. Here I'm smelling more apple right now, but I really love this one. And the throw is good enough to fill up my living room. So this one has amazing throw. So the next candle I have here is Sugared Snickerdoodle. I cannot speak. I don't know why I can't say that. It's like a tongue twister for me for some reason. I think I got this one around Christmas time last year, but I didn't order it. I received the wrong order, and Bath & Body Works just let me keep it. It's a happy surprise because I probably would have never tried this one, because the more like overly fruity gourmand scents I typically avoid, because sometimes they can make me feel a little nauseous, but this one, it didn't. And also I tried the Snickerdoodle scent when they had it in the body care, and it was a little too much for me, a little overwhelming. So I figured the candle would smell just like that and be too much for me as well because of that. But honestly, in the candle, I don't find it off-putting at all. It doesn't make me nauseous at all, and it smells really good in the air. It literally smells like you're baking like Snickerdoodle cookies. So the notes are warm spice, creamy vanilla, and sugared musk. Amazing throw. Again, this is one that fills large spaces. It filled my living room up, so it had great performance, and I feel like this one in the air smells just like it did on cold. So the next one I have here is Golden Honeycomb, and the notes for this one are savory honey, cozy vanilla, and warm butterscotch. This one smelled a lot fresher than I was anticipating based on the notes. I thought it would be more sweet and like syrupy because of the honey and the vanilla and the butterscotch, but this almost smells waxy to me, but also like floral in a sense. This one is not overly sweet like the name would imply. I'll just say that. And I feel like it's a lighter scent as well. This is one that filled my bathroom well, which is the smallest space in my apartment. And it's kind of like the vanilla bean, where if it burned for a while and I kind of like closed it in my room, it did a good job, or a decent job of filling it up, but it took it a little minute. This one does not fill a large space in my area. But this one I was kind of disappointed with. It's okay, but I feel like the notes need to be changed because I don't smell any vanilla or warm butterscotch. I kind of smell the honey, but like in a floral sense, almost like honeysuckle, as opposed to like the authentic raw honey scent. So this one I don't think I would repurchase. And I can't remember if I mentioned with the Snickerdoodle one, but I think I would repurchase that one because I do like it. So next I have Iced Lemon Poundcake. And the notes for this one are sugary glazed icing, pure lemon zest, fluffy pound cake, and whipped cream. And this one smells just like the name implies. The lemon note, I will say, is very prominent though, but it's like a, like it says, like a sugar glaze, but like a lemon glazed pound cake in my opinion. And actually more so than pound cake, I feel like it smells more like a lemon cookie than pound cake, and like those like hard cookies with like the lemon cream in the middle. So like a vanilla cookie with lemon cream. That's more like what it smells like to me personally than pound cake, because it doesn't smell as like thick and dense as I associate with like a pound cake scent. But I did like this one. It wasn't a love for me, even though I thought it would be, and I don't know why. It did have really good throw. It fills the space nicely, both my bedroom and my living room. So it had good performance, but I don't know. I like the scent. I don't know that I would repurchase it though, because I didn't love it. So next I have Raspberries and Whipped Vanilla. And the notes are pink raspberries, strawberry vanilla bean, and sugared lemon drops. This here on cold, all I'm picking up really is that fruity raspberry scent. But in the air, it smelled like strawberries and whipped cream to me. Like you took strawberries and like were like dipping them in whipped cream and eating them. So it's like a fresh fruit scent and like a light, airy, fluffy vanillic sweetness. I don't smell any lemon though. And on cold, I smell the raspberries, but in the air, it smelled more like strawberry to me. I did like this one. If you're someone who likes more like fresh, airy, light, sweet candles, I feel like you would like this one. It's definitely not overly sweet, so it's like the perfect medium between like a sweet fragrance and like a fresh fragrance, a fresh fruity fragrance. But I did like this one, didn't love it. because I have one that I prefer that I think should be in here. But the throw on this one was decent. It didn't fill my living room area, but it was kind of similar to like the vanilla bean and the honeycomb. Let it burn for a while in my bedroom. I can smell it. So the next one I just picked up is Sprinkled Birthday Cake. And the notes are rainbow sprinkles, vanilla frosting, and fluffy cake. I was disappointed by this one, just off rip. On cold, it smells like vanilla bean, just straight up like vanilla bean. And I feel like in the air, it didn't smell, honestly, I could barely smell it in the air if we're keeping it 1,000. I feel like this one was, so far out of the ones I mentioned, it had the least throw. In my restroom, I could kind of smell it. And that's the smallest place in my house. Anywhere else burning, I did not smell it. So I don't know if I got a dud or this scent is actually like this. But I was disappointed because I was very excited to try this one. I don't smell any rainbow sprinkles. Like I said, all I smell is vanilla. And that's what I smelled in the air too, when I could actually smell it in the air. So as of right now, no, I would not repurchase this one. So the next one I have here is Caramel Drizzle. And now that I picked this up, that's what I think salted butterscotch smelled like. So it kind of just smelled like because I know this came from like around Christmas time last year. I think they just put caramel drizzle in the salted butterscotch candles this year. I could be wrong, but they smell identical to me right now. And that's what it smelled like in the air, because I didn't really care for this one in the air either. Like I said, it was okay, but I didn't love it. But the notes are sugarcane crystals, melted butter, and whisked sweet cream. Again, in the air, it smells like a boozy caramel scent. I don't think I like how Bath & Body Works does caramel, honestly. And I feel like they do it the same in every scent. I want an authentic, like creamy, buttery caramel scent. Like, kind of like caramel chews. That's what I look for when I see caramel. And that's not what I get with Bath & Body Works. So whenever I see caramel as a note in a fragrance mist, candle, whatever the case is, I'm just like, I don't know about it. I might have to go in person. And more recently, because a lot of these were blind buys that I looked at the notes. I like the notes. If there were reviews, I read the reviews and I purchased it. More recently, I'll look online and see what they have to offer. And I only buy them on sale. I'm not paying full price for these. But I'll see what they have to offer that are available in my local Bath & Body Works. And I'll go in store and smell it before I buy it now, because it's just safer that way. And I can save money if I go in there and I don't like it. But yeah, this one was just okay. Like I said, it smells identical to me as salted butterscotch from this year. Not identical to the single wick one that I had last year. I really want them to stop doing that. Like, stop with the repackaging, okay? Salted butterscotch from last year was just fine. That should have been back. And I don't think I'm going crazy either. They literally smell identical to me right now. But remembering back, I will say that the throw for this one is a little stronger than it was for the salted butterscotch. But this one did fill my living room, so no issues with throw whatsoever. So next I have Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun. And the notes for this one are warm cinnamon roll, pumpkin spice, and vanilla frosting. That's what it smells like. It smells like fresh baked cinnamon rolls, and it says vanilla frosting, but I feel like it smells like cream cheese frosting. When I first smelled this on cold in the store, I was like, kind of turned my stomach a little bit. I'm like, oh, this might be one when I burn it, it's gonna make me feel nauseous. But I got it anyway, because I'm just like, I'm gonna give it a chance. Because what turned me off, it was like a sour scent, almost like sour milk in a sense. But I feel like they were trying to go for like the cream cheese icing scent. And so I was like, well, maybe in the air it won't smell, you know, as sour to me. And it didn't. So I'm glad I did get this one. I do like it. I still didn't love it, but I do like it and would potentially purchase it again. It had pretty good performance. I don't think it was enough to fill the space in my living room, but it filled my bedroom space with no problem. Oh, I actually have one that's not Bath & Body Works, so I lied. But no, I didn't lie, because I didn't know. I forgot. But this is from Victoria's Secret, and this is Peony and Vanilla Orchid. I don't think Victoria's Secret sells candles. Maybe they do now, I don't know. But I believe I got this one as like a free gift in one of my orders a while ago, like years at this point, I think. and I just finished this one. See, on cold, this one doesn't smell like much, but in like when you burn it, it smells very potent. This smells like a fruity floral scent, like a fruity rose scent. And peony, I know sometimes it's compared to rose. So think kind of like Delina. If you like Delina, I feel like you would like this scent. I don't smell the vanilla orchid because it doesn't smell vanillic at all. And vanilla orchid, typically you smell the vanilla note, but it's like a powdery floral scent as well. But this had amazing throw, like amazing. I feel like Bath and Body Works, not Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret maybe should start selling candles, but I heard that their products were created by the same people that create Bath and Body Works. I never looked it up to see if that was true or not, but if so, that makes sense as to why this has really good performance like that. But no, it's easily filled any space that I put it in. Living room, bedroom, definitely bathroom, so had no issues there. But it's not my favorite scent, so even if it was available for purchase, I don't think I would actually purchase this scent. If they came out with like gourmand candles, then we might be in there. And I had another one of the caramel drizzle ones, so I'm just gonna show that to you guys. So next here I have strawberry pound cake. And the notes are fresh picked strawberries, golden shortcake, and whipped cream. I don't know why they call this strawberry pound cake. Cause even the notes, I was gonna tell you guys, to me this doesn't smell like pound cake either, like how the other one does. And this to me smells like strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake is typically more light and airy, fluffy, less dense than like pound cake is. So I feel like that's how this fragrance comes off. The strawberry note here does smell like fresh. I think they usually, I've never made it before, but I feel like they use fresh strawberries to create like that strawberry glaze that's on top. And it's just not an overly sweet scent with whipped cream. So I like this one more than the raspberries and cream because the raspberries and cream skips out on the cake part. Is it raspberries and cream? The raspberries and whipped vanilla is what I'm talking about, not raspberries and cream. Strawberries and cream, but with shortcake too. So I was really shocked by this one. I really like it in the body care, but for whatever reason, I didn't think I would necessarily like it in the candle, but I really enjoyed this one and definitely do see myself purchasing this one again. And it has really good throw. It filled any room that I put it in. Okay, so another one is not Bath and Body Works. I just forgot about all the non-Bath and Body Works ones, probably because my faves are from Bath and Body Works. But this is Hocus Pocus 2. And this is from Goose Creek. It doesn't say what the notes are, but I think it was like just like Halloween candy notes. I think it was like bubblegum and like candy corn and all that. The only thing I smelled from this when I burned it was like a light bubblegum scent. I don't feel like it had the best throw either. You could smell it, like I said, with like the vanilla bean and another one I mentioned. If I let it burn for a while in my bedroom and like close the door, then I could smell it. But I didn't really like this candle. I just didn't really care for the scent of it. It smells like that, but like it also says Halloween night here. So it smells like a light, super light, not really super sweet, like bubblegum scent. But then it also had like a fresh air note, similar to like the fresh air note that Bath and Body Works does. And I really don't like that note. It just smells like outside. If you know, you know. I don't want my apartment to smell like outside. It's not super strong in this one though. That's why I was able to finish it. And I'm one that's gonna burn a candle whether I really like the scent or not. But I'm sure it's probably one of the last ones I finished because I probably just burned it because I was running low on candles. But yeah, no, I would not repurchase this. All right, next here I have watermelon lemonade. And the notes for this one are watermelon ice, sparkling water, and Mayer lemon. I honestly don't really smell the lemon in this. I don't know if other people do. It just smells like a fresh watermelon drink. I got this as a gift, and you know what's crazy? I used to be obsessed with this scent, but I'm not really into like fruity candles, I've noticed here recently at least. So no, I wouldn't repurchase this, but it did have amazing throw. It filled my living room space, no problem. All right, next here I have Bergamot Waters. And the notes in this one are sparkling bergamot, pristine blue waters, sugared citrus, and creamy sandalwood. If you like light blue by Dolce & Gabbana and you think you would like for your house to smell like that, then this is your girl. This smells very similar to me to light blue by Dolce & Gabbana. And if you haven't tried light blue, it's like a fresh, clean citrus scent. But I didn't really like this candle. Again, it boils down to me not really liking like fresh fruity scents in candles. It had great performance, fill my living room area with ease, but I don't think I would buy it again, at least not right now. Maybe when my fragrance taste changes, because I'm sure that'll happen again. It always does. But yeah, I didn't really care for it that much. All right, guys, we have a few more. We're almost done. This is longer than I wanted it to be, but hey, it happens. So the next one I have here is Iced Vanilla Woods. And the notes in this one are iced lavender, sweet vanilla, and ebony wood. It smells like a woody vanilla scent, in my opinion, with a slight bit of a masculine edge, which I'm guessing is coming from that lavender note, and ebony wood to me as well smells masculine. But it also has like that airy outside scent that I don't like. So I didn't really care for this one either. Iced lavender, I guess the iced part is what's doing that, and I don't know. I think they were probably going for like being outside and it's snowing and it's like trees that have like snow on them. I think that's probably what they were going for, and I think they captured it well. But that airy scent, I just don't, I can't get with it. I can't get with that note. It's off-putting to me. But great throw. Great throw. Filled any space I put it in, so there's that. Next I have Midnight Blue Citrus, and the notes are juicy citrus, fresh spring water, and sweet mango. This to me smells very similar to watermelon lemonade. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but it does. I don't really pick up the citrus much. Maybe I am picking up the citrus since watermelon lemonade has a citrus note as well, and that's just how Bath and Body Works does their citrus. But yeah, this is another one that I didn't really love because I don't really necessarily love fruity candles. But I've noticed all the fruity ones, they have amazing throw. Again, this is one of those. Amazing throw. Did a great job any room I put it in. So no, I wouldn't repurchase, at least not right now, but great performance. The next one I have here is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, and the notes are maple syrup, golden waffles, pumpkin spice, and brown sugar. This smells like, I cannot remember the name of it, but the body care one. Is it the same name? It might be the same name, but it smells like that in the body care, but not as sweet and syrupy. And I feel like on cold, it smells a lot more sweet and syrupy than it does in the air. In the air, you get a lot of the pecan. It smells like a nutty sweet scent in the air, but not overly sweet. So I did really like this one, and I see myself repurchasing it, and amazing throw. Fill any room I put it in. All right, I have a couple single wick candles, and then I am done finally. The one from Bath and Body Works I have here is Mahogany Coconut, and the notes are not on here. Okay, I think it's probably like a mahogany wood and coconut, I don't know, but this smells masculine. I did really enjoy it because I do still like the masculine scents. I just don't pick them up as much because I've been more into like the sweeter scents now. But this smells like that masculine note that's in mahogany teak wood, but with coconut. And the coconut note here is like that, like fresh, fleshy coconut. So like if you cut open a fresh coconut, like the flesh of it, and then the actual coconut milk, all that. That's what the coconut smells like here to me. And then the mahogany, of course, it gives it like that masculine edge to it. So I really like this one, and it had amazing throw as well, especially for a single wick. This, it's crazy that a single wick can do this, but this was able to fill the space in my living room by itself. So great throw. And it smells really natural because of the coconut. So it's not like an overpowering scent, in my opinion, in the air. Up close, you're gonna smell more of that mahogany with a little coconut in the background, but in the area, it's like a perfect mix, in my opinion. But I did really like this, and I would possibly repurchase once I get out of my sweet candle era. And the last one I have is not Bath and Body Works. I don't know why I thought all I had was Bath and Body Works candles, but this is by Micallef. I feel like I showed you guys this candle in one of the videos because they sent this to me. They were very kind to send this to me, and I was very happy to receive it. This is Instant Precieux. I know I butchered that, but it's French. It doesn't have any of the notes listed on here, but to me this smells like lemon candy potpourri. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but think of like those hard lemon candies. like the old-fashioned ones. That's what it smells like to me. Mixed with like that potpourri scent. I really like this though. I really like the scent of it. But I do wish that it had better throw. And I don't feel like it pulled all that well. It's all on the sides here, as you guys can see. The throw was decent enough to feel like my bathroom space, and like the other ones, if I put it in my bedroom and close the door or like just let it burn for a while, I would start to smell it. It's not like a super strong scent, but I did like it. If I was looking to purchase a candle for just like specifically like my bathroom or something, I would maybe repurchase this because I do really like the scent. But probably not anytime soon though. But yeah, that is it, guys. There are other candles that I had that I just threw in the trash once I finished, because that was prior to me deciding to show you guys my candles and empties. If you guys like me showing you my candle empties, then let me know and I'll continue to do so. This is my first time doing it, so I just wanted to throw this out there and see if it's something you actually would be interested in seeing. But that is all. I will catch you guys in my next empties video, where I will show you my hygiene and body care stuff. So yeah, if you guys like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one.